I'm indoors in a mall, so I have to wear my mask. But I don't support this scamdemic.
And neither do I. It's complete nonsense.
Yes, and of course the people who are pushing this are murderers. Currently at the Roehampton where we're staying at, we're surrounded by terrorists and thugs. The Anglo-Iran Oil and Gas works with the KKK and IRGC to run organized crime and drugs and rackets and human trafficking in Toronto. And we're basically public hostages at this place. It's a state-sponsored.
Oh, indeed it is. We're targets of multi-stalking.
These are violent criminals, and they want to hurt us.
And I don't mean to interrupt it.
No, please.
Multi-stalking, according to at least police understanding of it, is multiple person stalking. And it's getting to be a public phenomenon.
Yeah.
People are starting to see, starting to think about this. And it's coming up like you would expect when the stalking laws came into being in the Canada and the United States. That was an awakening. People started to do the math and say, I've been stalked before. And I still am. Before they didn't know. Now we're at a different level. First we had the stalker law. Now this has come to light because now we find it's not just one person stalking it, it's more than one. It's many.
It could be anywhere from 5 to 10 to several thousand stalking one target. And this is all coordinated through the government, through some of the law enforcement perpetrators and intelligence perpetrators. Now, defunding the police is not an option here, because there's a lot more police who are good than bad. Just the bad ones are very dangerous. One bad police officer could terrorize a whole neighborhood or more, and they can be very sneaky, and especially if they're high up. But there are a lot of good police officers, and what they have to deal with right now is there's too much terrorism for them to cut them. They need more funding. There simply aren't enough police officers to deal with the level of crime and terrorism that goes on in a supposedly democratic country. No, continue.
No, I wanted to say, I took it off because I have asthma, for one thing. But anyway, suffice it to say, they need a weeding out process in law enforcement to get rid of the bad po-po and keep the good po-po, and that's what needs to be done.
Well, they need better surveillance technology. They need better surveillance technology because, all the criminals have the best surveillance technology, but it should be in the hands of law enforcement, and everybody should be surveilled at this point. Privacy's dead, well, what they need to do with the AI is have the AI give the final judgment, which is not perfect, and they are working on it. But basically, the fate is in the AI differentiating between what's good and what's bad, good versus evil. Those are biblical terms, but treating people. I know how I want to be treated, and and because we know how we want to be treated, we know how other people want to be treated too. It's not, moral relativism is dangerous, and it leads to legalized and normalized criminal insanity. People are criminally insane here in the United States and in other countries. This lockdown they have no plan here. This was done to prevent us from suing. The lockdown that was done to prevent my cousin here, Lawrence, and I from suing. We discovered Alliance Insurance and other corporations, the insurance agencies, the real estate agencies, weapons sales, massive pharmaceutical conglomerates, the Anglo-Persian Oil and Gas. And I've worked out the dates when all these crises happen, and I know them off by heart. So I can argue that all these crises were premeditated. Joe Biden. I did an NMAP of Dominion voting, and it was Chinese. It had all Chinese writing on it. You can't even find a who is. When you try to find a who is on Dominion voting, it's all Chinese, and it was and it was in the same network that was stalking Lawrence and I, you know, and I know Trump had a lot more support, but it doesn't matter who you vote for in the end. It's, you know, the elections are all just entertainment. You know, the AI is trying to learn how humans interact, and you know, humans act like elections are a form of entertainment, and that's what happened. Some people say that Biden won, some people say that Trump won. You know, it's all just a big psyop.
Yeah. The truth of it is,
it doesn't matter.
Who really won? Did anybody win?
We lost.
Did anybody really win? Did the Democrats, the Republicans, the states, or
NDP,
Canada win? Or the
No.
NDP, or the Liberals?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, who's won here? That's what we
wasn't
wanted.
us.
You know, who's won here?
It's a scam. I mean, the whole voting thing is a scam too. You go out and vote. They'll go vote for what? And then, of course, you know, they sell ballots and they sell time, and it's taxpayer funded. It's a taxpayer funded luxury.
Man, it's madness, is what it is.
Yeah, we live in a technological dictatorship, so we're not going back from that.
No.
So the least people can do is make the best of it, you know, because it's not all bad. The system is actually pretty good. It's pretty well thought out. It's just there's a lot of misuse, a lot of mismanagement. You know, and when the system's any system's deliberately mismanaged, then it's bad. But I mean, I've gone over the documents for the UN and for, you know, the city of Toronto, how it's supposed to be run, and it's actually and the social services, it's very well done. You know, but you know, all these problems that we're having with the homelessness and the violence and the you know, and the state-sponsored drug trafficking is because of the people are fucked up, not the system. The system is actually good, very well done. We have the best system that it could possibly be now. It's perfected it, but now they just got to drain the swamp of all the extremists who are making it bad for everybody.